Okay, so hi, hello. Today we're going to talk about philosophy and more specifically, what is Stoicism? And we're going to learn something about it. Yes, I'm your rich uncle today. I was feeling myself, and also I'm going to go out after this. Go out, I'm going to go to the gym, but I need to get out of the house. So I'm dressed like this. Because why not? Why not? I'm a firm believer that you should wear whatever you want when you want, and you don't have to wait for a special occasion to wear something. So this is why I am like this in my room. If you're new here, basically in this series, we search for things we don't know or we don't know a lot about, and we dive deep into a topic. And today's topic is Stoicism. So let's find something online. I'm already opening my PC, my computer, because I'm going to search what is Stoicism online. So, Stoicism is an ancient Greek-Roman philosophy focused on living virtuous, fulfilling life. Eudaimonia.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
By developing inner resilience, accepting what we can't control and focusing on our own actions and judgments. Key principles involve cultivating wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, understanding that true happiness comes from virtue, not external things like wealth or fame, and learning to respond rationally to life changes. So, you don't know me, but I'm a very emotional person, and I use my emotions a lot, and like they kind of control my life. So I've looked into stoicism before because of that, because it's the opposite of how I function and what I am, I guess. And I think a little bit of stoicism can help anyone that is kind of like me and that lets their emotions kind of dictate their life. We have a few core concepts here, which are virtue is a sole good. The only thing truly good is a virtuous character, and virtue is sufficient for happiness. Okay, dichotomy of control. No, dichotomy of control. Dis- distinguishing between what's huh?
You are dumb, unattractive, overweight, unworthy, untalented.
Dichotomy of control. Distinguishing between what's within our power, thoughts, actions, attitudes, and what isn't, external events or other people's actions. So basically, what you cannot control, you just need to accept it, you know, and you're not going to suffer because of it. Live in accordance with nature, acting rationally, socially, and in harmony with the universe, natural order. Okay. Emotional resilience, not being controlled by negative emotions, fear, anger, but using reason to understand and manage them. Oh, so you don't completely ignore your emotions, you just deal with them in a more rational way. You feel them, you don't suppress them, because you need to feel those things, but you just need to understand and manage them. Okay, this sounds really healthy. I kind of want to be like this. Can I be like this someday? Okay, we're gonna go through the AureliusFoundation.com. And Stoicism is a school of ancient philosophy that flourished in Greece and Rome for some 500 years, so a whole lot of time has passed. So, in the Roman periods, writers such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius um, focused on Stoic principles of their life. So, these are like some of the most well known philosophers that dealt with this topic. Um, Okay, at the core of Stoicism is the idea that in order to live a good life, we need to develop a character shaped by the virtues of wisdom, moderation, courage, and justice. This is something completely within our control and can be achieved no matter what the circumstances. Basically, Stoicism tells us that we are the ones that make our lives miserable.
What we need to do now is get focused and stop pointing fingers. You're a problem. You're a real problem.
Because if we decide to learn from things and learn from not so good, not so great things that happen, I mean, we are not going to suffer that much. We are going to feel the emotions, of course, but we are going to manage them, and we are the ones responsible for managing them. So yeah, I love this because he kicks me, just kicks me right, right in the gut, right in the face. Okay, I have in this website too key Stoic themes. So the things that are most talked about in Stoicism. First one is what matters most for anyone wanting to live a good life. Surely we all do is developing the right frame of mind. So again, the right mind to be able to deal with things. The key to making good judgments is developing the right sort of character. So again, it's all on you. Stoicism is all on you. Another one is often in life things will not go our way. Life is full of challenges and difficulties. Even if everything is going smoothly now, at some point adversity will strike. So we shall all have to face bereavement, I think, for all our loved ones will eventually die. Okay, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what life throws at us, with the right frame of mind, it's possible to live well. Okay, if what matters most in order to live well is developing a good character. So, all human beings are equal in their shared capacity of becoming good, virtuous people. At the same time, though, the Stoics are equally insistent that we ought to be sympathetic and understanding towards people who are struggling. And then the last one is, as well as being part of this global community, we are also part of nature. We cannot survive without it. One obvious consequence is that we owe to pay attention to the well-being of nature as a whole, living sustainably so that we are not irreparably damage the hand that fed us. Okay, so Stoicism is veganism? What's happening? Okay, but I like it. I feel like I can live like this. I think I need to be more like this. Now, I have a question for myself and for you. Is Stoicism the answer to living a better life? And I'm gonna ask Google. Okay, Google AI tells us that Stoicism offers a powerful framework and set of tools for navigating life's challenges, finding inner peace, and living meaningful existence. But whether it is a single answer is a matter of personal perspective. It's a practical philosophy focused on self-control, reason, and virtue, rather than a universal perception for happiness that works for everyone in all situations. So it didn't give me an answer. I kind of wanted an answer. Okay, how to live like a Stoic. The path to authentic happiness. Why not? Let's see this. As a philosophy and practice, Stoicism teaches the importance of self-control. The Stoics taught us to pursue self-improvement through these four cardinal virtues. The virtue of practical wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations in a logical, oh my god, informed and calm manner, the virtue of temperance and moderation, to exercise self-restraint and moderation on all aspects of life. The virtue of justice, to treat others with fairness and comparison even when they have done wrong. And the virtue of courage, not just in extraordinary circumstances, but in facing daily challenges with clarity and integrity. As Seneca wrote, sometimes even to live is an act of courage. So now that we know kind of what Stoicism is, we're gonna answer a quiz. So I search for how stoic are you quiz. So if you want to take this one with me, take it right now. Okay. Discover your level of stoicism with this insightful quiz. Let's start. Okay. How do you react to unexpected bad news? I remain calm and assess the situation logically. I become anxious and overwhelmed. I look for someone to blame, ignore it, and hope it resolves itself. Okay, I think I become anxious and overwhelmed. At first, at least. How do you handle praise or compliments? Okay, I'm just gonna choose my answer because I don't want to read it all. Okay, I question the sincerity of the compliment, which is bad, but I do. I do this a lot. When someone criticizes you, what is your first reaction? I mean, it depends, but most of the time, my first instinct is to get upset and take it personally. But at the same time, sometimes I consider their feedback thoughtfully, but it depends on what the criticism is. How do you view material wealth? I mean, I don't see it as indifferent, but I'm it's not necessary and it's not a measure of success, so what do I do? I mean, I'm gonna say indifferent, but I'm not indifferent to it. I just don't think I need material wealth to be happy or to be successful. What is your approach to achieving goals? Okay, I do all of these. It depends on what goals are, but I think in this phase of my life, what I do is I'm easily discouraged if I face obstacles, which is bad. Let's go. How do you practice self-control? Through constant practice and self-reminder. Yeah, even though I'm not really good at it, but I do that. How do you handle emotions like anger or jealousy? I see them as inevitable parts of life. Like, these two are not my most, like, I can deal with anger a little bit and with jealousy. I think I can deal well with those emotions specifically. How do you view the concept of fate or destiny? I feel anxious about the uncertainty of the future, but I do adapt my will accordingly and I believe in it, but I get anxious at the same time. In the moments of joy, how do you feel? Uplifted but aware of its transience. Yeah, that's me. How do you deal with loss or failure? I think I dwell on it and feel defeated, but I do get over it. I just need a lot of time to deal with it. How important are external events to your inner peace? Somewhat, but I try to maintain balance. I think that's me. I think. Okay. How do you approach interpersonal relationships? It depends, but I think overall, with calm and equal regard for all individuals. No, no, I'm not like that. Okay, don't lie. I think with high expectations and demands, it's more like me, unfortunately. What is your view on personal virtues like courage and honesty? They are essential and guide my actions, for sure. When contemplating death, how do you feel? Mm, I think I avoid thinking about it, so avoidant. How do you manage desires and aversions? I indulge them freely. Oh, I'm not a stoic at all. What role does nature play in your life philosophy? I think it serves as a guide for living virtuously, for sure. How do you respond to random acts of kindness from others? With gratitude and equal kindness, yeah. When facing moral dilemmas, what guides your decisions? Alignment with natural law and virtue. Yeah. How do you handle feelings or envy or jealousy? I think I'm competing to achieve more. I think I do that. What is your attitude towards self-improvement? A continuous lifelong practice. Yeah. So let's see. How stoic am I? Tell me in the comments how stoic are you if you did this one. I'm moderately stoic. Okay, I thought it was gonna be not that stoic. Your responses indicate a blend of stoic principles and emotional reactions. Get out. You recognize the importance of self-control and virtue, but you also experience anxiety and emotional turmoil when faced with challenges. This suggests that while you are aware of Stoic teachings, you might benefit from the further practice in emotional resilience and acceptance of external events. That's me. That's completely me. It makes such sense. Yeah, so good sense. But yeah, this was the mother effing video. If you liked it, leave something down below, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.